Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Well, we've made it. It is the last day of the year, New Year's Eve 2019. I wanted to post one more video here on the channel, being the last day of the year, because I want to talk to you about something that I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions. Every one that I've ever made, I feel like I've probably broken or not lived up to the expectation that I set for myself. But one of the things that I do want to talk to you about, just real quickly, this is not going to be a long video at all today, is about how to get 2020 started right. And there's only one surefire way that I've lived and that I've experienced and that I continue to remind myself of every year as the months and weeks and days starting to count down to a new year. There's one proven method that I have found that helps me more than anything, more than creating New Year's resolutions, more than creating expectations for myself that are nearly impossible to reach. And I know we all do that. But as we get ready and get set to go into 2020, we have new opportunities. It's a fresh start, a new year. The one thing that I want to talk to you about that you can do is the most important thing you can do in starting a new year is to not drag the mistakes that you made in 2019 into 2020. Maybe the best thing that you can do for yourself is not to set any resolutions or any expectations, to not place any restrictions or goals on yourself that you have no clear path of understanding of exactly how you're going to get there. And that's okay. Not all of us know exactly how we're going to achieve the goals or meet the dreams that we have. But I can tell you that it's age old. The definition of insanity is continuing to do the same things over and over and over again while expecting a different result. So my advice to you on this New Year's Eve 2019 is to take a few minutes and instead of looking forward, look backward. Recognize the things that you did in 2019 that didn't work and don't carry those practices into 2020. It's okay to not know what you're going to do. It's okay to not know where you're going, and it's okay not to know how exactly you're going to get there. Life is a process. Your career is a process. Your business is a process. And all of those factors and all of those things depend on external factors that you cannot control. So when we set expectations for ourselves, when we set goals, goals are important, but setting obtainable goals are the most important. And a lot of times, most of the time, in fact, we have no idea how we're going to get there, how we're going to achieve them. But I do know that continuing to take the wrong exits off of the freeway, to continue to go the wrong way, to continue to make the wrong decisions is not the way to start a fresh start in 2020. So take a few minutes to reflect and think back on the things that you did in 2019 and maybe even in 2018. Maybe you're not where you want to be. You haven't reached that destination yet because you keep following the same directions. And for whatever reason, those directions are faulty and they're not really leading you somewhere. But I know that a lot of us get locked into a system of feeling that we've got to be doing something. And a lot of times, if we were honest with ourselves, we would admit that we end up going the wrong direction just to keep moving. 2020's here, and it's time for a new start. It's time for a new beginning. There are new opportunities that lie ahead. Throw away the old roadmap, and maybe you spend a few days, maybe a week, maybe a month, looking for the new roadmap. Maybe you don't know exactly where you're going. Maybe you don't know what the address is to put into that career or music business GPS, and that's okay. I would rather you not know where you're going and stop and figure that out than continue to make wrong decisions, take the wrong exits, and surround yourself with the same things that got you where you are right now, which is no further down the road than where you were this time last year. We all want to be successful. I want you to be successful. I'm planning on a big 2020. Some major changes are coming to the YouTube channel and my business and how I do things with launching the Artist Development Academy. Big changes are ahead. I don't know what the outcomes to all of these changes are going to be. I don't even necessarily know how I'm going to achieve them all. But that's okay. And it's okay for you too. Like I said, in just a few short hours, we've got a brand new opportunity, a brand new day, a brand new week, a brand new month, and an entire year to figure out how we're going to make the most of it. I want to thank you guys so much for being a part of my community, my inner circle. Thank you for watching the videos. I know I have not done a very good job this last year of producing a lot of content and putting a lot of content on the channel. That is going to change. We're going to be uploading 2 new videos every week starting in the new year, and that's in addition to the video versions of the Steve Freeman podcast, which also needs to lead me into another major thank you. The podcast is one of Apple's top 200 podcasts. It's unbelievable. Thank you guys so much. More and more people are coming into the podcast community and downloading it and streaming it. Many of you are sharing it, and that's the reason why. And it means the world to me. And I want to say thank you. Thank you all for an amazing 2019. To all of the songwriters that I had the pleasure of writing some great songs with this year, thank you very much for letting me get to know you and become a part of your journey. To all of the artists that I worked with in the studio and produced your single or your EP or your album, it is the absolute treasure of a lifetime to sit back and watch you succeed, watch you take what we created together and be successful and get those GPS coordinates of where exactly it is that you want to go and where you want to take your career. I wish all of you an amazing New Year's Eve, and I wish you all a very happy and successful 2020. Like I said, big things are coming up here on the channel. We're going to be doing more live streams, and I'm going to be creating more content that I know is going to help you guys. I've said this on the podcast several times, but as I look around the landscape of what's going on YouTube, there's a lot of people in the music business space, in the music industry space, that are giving you guys advice. The only issue with that is these people have never accomplished that success for themselves. So I find it very difficult for them to know how to tell you the directions and how to tell you to get there when they've never been there themselves. That's why I started this YouTube channel, and that's why I'm going to commit in 2020 to making the kind of content that I know you guys need. I have been very successful in my career as a songwriter and as a producer and as an entrepreneur. I want to share the roadmap that I have and the lessons that I've learned, most importantly, the mistakes that I've made along the way, and help you hopefully avoid some of those same mistakes and hopefully help give you some of those GPS coordinates to get you to your destination, wherever that might be, however that might be, and in whatever vehicle or form that it might be. So to wrap the video up, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for an amazing 2019. Thank you to my friends in Los Angeles and New York and here in Nashville. Thank you to you guys. It's been an overwhelming year, and I'm looking forward to an even bigger 2020, and I look forward to sharing it with you. Guys, have a great 2020.